Good evening and welcome to OFW Congress Frontliner Heroes Award of National Care Hospital or Care National Hospital. Tonight, in collaboration with the Philippine Embassy and the Philippine Overseas Labor Office, OFW Congress will give tribute to the contribution of the Filipino medical practitioners and workers to the healthcare delivery system and to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. OFW Congress, in their small and simplest way, they are giving these individuals a certificate of appreciation and an honorary in recognition of their continual competent and passionate services they render to their work. This event is called Frontliners Heroes Award, to be presented to Care National Hospital by the OFW Congress with His Excellency Attorney Adnan V. Alonso and our Labor Attaché Attorney Fidel A. Macauyag. And now for his opening remarks, in behalf of Mr. Robert C. Ramos, may I call on Mr. Nonilo N. Eugenio, Secretary General of OFW Congress KSA. Let's give him a big hand.
Thank you very much, Sir Emmanuel. His Excellency Attorney Adnan Alonso, Ambassador to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Honorable Attorney Fidel A. Macauyag, Labor Attaché, Philippine Overseas Labor Office, Dr. Fahad Al-Akil, Director General, Care National Hospital, Ma'am Flor de Lisa Canlapan, Director of Nursing, Care National Hospital, Mr. Muhammad Al-Gisayr, Chief Human Resource, Care National Hospital, Ma'am Jo Lonto, my fellow officers of the OFW Congress, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The opening remarks is supposed to be, or is assigned to our Executive Vice President. However, I received a call early this morning that he is due for operation in the next 2 days because he got a lump in the stomach. So, nandito po ako para magbigay po ng opening remarks. Coronavirus or COVID-19 is commonly known that has reached the pandemic level since last year, has affected so many people. In fact, there are more than 204 million people in the entire world that have got affected, and 4.3 billion perished. In the Philippines alone, there are about 1.67 million that were affected, and 29,000 died. We're a bit lucky dahil nandito po tayo sa Saudi Arabia. As of today, there are only about 24,000 cases dito po sa Saudi with 8,000 deaths and 10,000 active cases. These numbers affected very much po yung ating health sector. And we know, alam po namin, na kayo po ng mga nurses and other health professionals, you were 24-hour on the alert every day, especially po noong last year, nung kapanuhunan ng pandemic, nung napakaparami po ang naapektuhan ng virus na ito. Late last year, we at the OFW Congress recognized po yung mga paghihirap po ninyong mga medical workers. And in our own little way, we would like to recognize yung pong paghihirap nyo, yung mga services nyo, at yung mga contributions nyo na ibinigay dito po sa pandemic na ito. Wala kayong pahinga, walang tulog, konting mga staff, and you were there taking care of all the infected patients. Tayo po mga OFW ay nabigyan po ng mga honorary title, and we call ourselves Bagong Bayan. But this time, yung pandemic po ito, kayo po na nasa medical sector ay atin ding mga bagong bayan. And we salute you for that. Yung mga paghihirap po yung mga ginawa po ninyo. Sa pangunguna po ng ating ama, ng ating butihing Ambassador Alonto, heading the Philippine Embassy, and Attorney Fidel Macuyag, the Labor Attaché, nagkaroon po ng collaboration with the OFW Congress to award you certificate in honor or a memorable pin as with the title Frontliner Hero. Ano po ba ang OFW Congress? May Ma'am Vanessa, can you have the slide please? Itutuloy ko na po, as you can see there in the our program, we have the OFW vision and vision to be presented by me again. Tingnan po natin yung ating presentation. OFW Congress. In the late 1990s, then Consul Jesus Domingo met with several Filipino community leaders in Riyadh to discuss the establishment of an organization representing the whole overseas Filipino workers. During that time po kasi nagkaroon po sila ng they were having difficulty in having all the organization unified. So that was Consul Domingo then envisioned na kailangan magkaroon tayo ng isang organization. So to represent the whole community organizations here in Riyadh. And these organizations shall embody the ideals of the OFWs, exercise their inherent human rights and dignity, foster unity and harmony among themselves, protect their rights, promote their general welfare, including their families and dependents, and reintegrate all OFWs into the mainstream of the Philippine society. Nagkaroon po ng election that time. There were 78 organizations that attended this election, comprised of more than 8,000 OFWs. Bumoto po sila dun po sa ating embahada. And it took 4 consecutive Fridays para makumplete po yung election na yun. They were then to elect 21 representatives. At these 21 representatives comprised or composed of the 21 leaders out of 78 who ran for election. And nagkaroon po na tinatawag na Executive Council. Next slide, please. The mission and vision po ng ating OFW Congress. Number 1, to serve as the medium for the empowerment of the OFWs in making competent and responsible decision issues and concerns affecting them, their families, and dependents. 2, to serve as the sole unified organization of all OFWs, thereby fostering unity and harmony among them and their respective organizations. Number 3, to help distressed and stranded OFWs by providing them immediate civic, moral, and spiritual voluntary assistance. Number 4, to spearhead ways and means of promoting the well-being of the OFWs through the partnership with the Philippine government. And lastly, to provide educational experience social awareness, gaining social and professional contact beneficial to the OFWs. As I mentioned a while ago, when the OFWs will now exit, we will provide them the means of reintegrating themselves into the mainstream of the Philippine society. May of last year, nagkaroon po ngayon or si then Consul Jesus Escobedo, now the Ambassador of New Zealand, nagkaroon po ng virtual meeting with the leaders of the community organizations here in Riyadh. They re-established po again ang OFW Congress. And ito po ang composition ng OFW Congress who are now giving the awards of the Frontliners Heroes of Valor. Hindi po kami nagkaroon ng election. Thus, ito pong aming organization now is it's a core until the time that we will be able to complete the members that will vote for the organizational structure for the leaders of the OFW. Now, ngayon na wala pang kaming enough members, we are now going through projects, and this is one of the projects that we have envisioned. During the middle of the third quarter of 2020, in one of our monthly stated meeting, a leader proposed to recognize the enduring commitment and pioneering services the medical sectors, to mention nurses, mga physicians po, mga housekeeping workers. Kayo po,
photographer din yung
nagbigay po
kinukuha
ng
ng kapatid ko eh.
malaking
Sa global.
contribution to fight
Mag-graduate na yun
the
sila.
pandemic.
Sino? Si Jamel. Si Jamel? Kapatid mo ba yun si
Yung
Jamel?
proposal na yun,
Sasali sa ano yun, di ba?
i-recognize namin
Klase mo ba?
sector
Hindi
workers.
sasali sa ano yun.
It was adopted
sasali
by
sa
the council, was
So, wala kita.
promotion, and here we are,
Photoshop.
dito po sa Care National Hospital, we are giving the awards.
Laki nga ng pinayat nun.
Sino?
Kapatid ko. Paano natin?
Nagkaroon po din kami ng hindi lang po sa mga health sectors, we also recognize po yung mga community leaders na sila po ang nagbigay ng ayuda sa mga distressed or displaced workers po natin mga kababayan.
Jamil.
So their organization, kumuha po sila ng mga donations
Kaya pala
and they
magkamukha kayo.
went into all
Nandito rin
dun
isa
po
akong
sa mga
kapatid.
na-apektuhan ng pandemic. And another project which we did was to honor po yung mga schools. Dahil yung mga teachers po, sila po ang mga nagbigay ng care po sa mga anak natin na nasa eskwelahan. Ito po yung mga Frontliners Heroes sa awards na ginawa namin. The first was
Kukunin
in
lang yung
December
kamay
4
ba?
of 2020. Nagkaroon po kami ng 25 nurses. We awarded 25
Parang bumili
nurses
ka na rin ng
the title
Alam
Heroes
mo
Award.
ito.
And ito po ay nanggaling sa 5 ospital. It was a launching event at each hospital coming from different hospitals. Ito po, the hospitals are Prince Muhammad Abdulaziz Hospital, Prince Sultan Tarjak Hospital, Prince Sultan King Khalid University in King Abdulaziz University Hospital, and also the King Abdulaziz Dental University Hospital. And after that launching, we continue awarding. Yung first po namin, ito po yung mga pictures during that launching. Different nurses, and it was held in one of the a restaurant in down there in Bathadis.
Hindi. Pwede magawa na ano. Pwedeng...
And after that, ito po yung mga schools naman na binigyan namin ng award. There are 7 schools, international schools, Filipino schools.
Diretso na.
Next slide,
Pwede ako
please.
dito. Dito pala.
And after that, nagpunta po kami na,
Play na tayo.
the Filipino Community Organization. Nanood po namin dito sa Intercon. Next slide, please. Mga organizations po, there were about 25 organizations. Am I right, Sir Gilbert? 25 organizations were awarded. Dahil sinabi ko nga kamo kanina, sila po, mga organization na ito ang nagbigay ayuda po sa mga displaced OFW workers po natin na kababayan. And they did that for almost 10 or 11 months. And then,
Saan ba yung exam niya dito?
go ahead please. And these are the different OFW leaders.